welcome back to Smuggling a Cryptid Over State Lines. I'm Moz.
I'm Mantis.
We just found Karen at the lake about to paint the moon. We're hoping that she can get me, us, and Norm across to Dialtown.
We definitely have come up with an idea of going in via suitcase. It's not a good idea,
No.
but is an idea.
We could dig a tunnel underground right into Dialtown.
Fantastic plan. You definitely wouldn't just die underground after a cave-in. Agree to disagree, Norm. While Phone Genji can almost certainly navigate underground at a speed comparable to your average mole, unlike the mole, Phone Genji would almost definitely swallow all of the soil they cleared.
Karen knows them so well.
Yes. They would definitely die underground, groaning and clutching their soil-filled belly.
No, Karen, he wasn't speaking genuinely. Norm was being the sarcastic. Which I know you have a hard time picking up.
Norm, I have to say, I find you to be an incredibly unlikable individual.
Just so you know, that wasn't sarcasm. Karen doesn't do sarcasm.
Oh, what? So my company's undesirable, but you find hanging?
You find hanging around this green varmint to be just peachy?
Okay. But you find hanging around this green varmint to be just peachy?
I like that peachy is in a peach color. It's really hard to detect, but it is slightly different.
Yeah. Phone Genji was the first person to ever make me see my own value, I'll have you know. Oh, like this moron!
I'm right here,
This moron convinced me to spread my wings and show my art to the world. Phone Genji taught me that ultimately you have to take responsibility for your own happiness, because no one else will. Huh. That's that's obvious, though. I'm not gonna... I refuse to learn a lesson.
Is it, though? Norm, you sit in a cabin being miserable.
I choose to be miserable. Well, do you? To me, you're just a cantankerous old coot happy to stew in your old bitterness. Again, Karen, you don't need to kill them. Hey, for your information, I'm not that old.
Aren't you legally like 100? You're a dinosaur!
No, I'm sure I'm legally dead by now. That ain't the same as being 100, you know. Well, those people born 100 years ago are legally dead now, statistically, so the two aren't mutually exclusive.
She has a point, Norm.
I hate three-way conversations.
They're almost as bad as two-way conversations.
Wait. I know a way to smuggle you two into Dialtown.
You do?
Do you remember Oliver Swift by any chance?
Olive Man.
Worked at the old cinema, co-runs a horror attraction. Now you starred. Worked at the old cinema, co-runs a horror attraction now. You starred a movie he directed. Why is this sentence so hard
It's
to
a
say?
run-on?
Yeah.
It's a run-on, that might be why.
You starred in a movie he directed. He says stuff like gnarly and groovy a lot.
I The name rings a bell, I guess.
He wears a fez.
Oliver! The Olive Man, yes! You just had to mention the fez, Karen, not all that wish-wash.
I like the idea that the cryptid just recognizes people by a single, detail on them.
Yes.
Randy has a bandage. That's how you can recognize Randy.
Karen is printer or force. Oliver is fez. Bigfoot is fluffy.
It's impossible not to know.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of back and forth about me doing some commission work for him. You know, for his attraction.
That's awesome.
He wants something surreal and haunting, and he thinks I have the chops for what he has in mind. He receives crates full of props on a weekly basis, so it wouldn't garner any suspicion if you were to receive another tonight, with you both inside.
We could be considered horror attraction-like, yes.
If I were to send you both to his attraction, and pay for a courier to pick the crate up, you two'd reach uptown Dialtown just under 2 hours.
Karen, you genius! I can't thank you enough! If there's anything I can do to return the favor!
I liked it when you called me a genius.
Genius! Genius! You're a genius!
I love Karen.
I love her so much.
Thank you. Alrighty then, it appears we've got a game plan. Actually, for your fare, Norm, I'll need something from you first.
I'll pay for phone Genji, but fuck you, Norm!
Oh, so you're the stingy type, huh? Alright. My ma didn't raise me to expect son for nothing, so how much do you want? I want a compliment. Oh no, I wasn't referring to financial compensation. Apologize to phone Genji. Norm died on the spot.
Yes.
No apology, no trip. Apologize for what? You called them a moron. Only I and certain Supreme Court justices have the authority to do that. Hey, I agreed to accompany them as armed backup, but I said nothing about providing pleasant conversation. Phone Genji, do you really want someone like this accompanying you on your journey? I mean, my journey is just to go harass the mayor.
I like to say, I think the second line, he's a grouch, sure, but he's a grouch with a gun? Whatever do you mean, dearest Karen?
I mean, what if he shoots somebody? That'll only complicate matters further.
You don't know Norm like I do. Norm, you wouldn't shoot somebody, right?
I would. I have. I shoot at everyone who approaches my house.
See, that's... He usually misses!
I don't miss.
Norm.
You apologize. No. Say you're sorry. You really think that's wise? Trying to issue commands to an armed man? I feel like, Norm, you're about to... about to say, Norm, I feel like you should be the one more concerned about your well-being. I could destroy you and you know it.
Listen to her, Norm.
Phone Genji, sorry Karen feels I put your feelings. You! Alright. Please don't kill me, ma'am. I'm sorry that I called you a moron, Phone Genji. I shouldn't have said it out loud. just in my head. Thank you. And yes, that is the standard procedure for dealing with Phone Genji's tomfoolery.
I'm a lovable scamp!
I've got a spare crate to shove you both into. Just gotta call Oliver so he knows to expect you both.
But wait! I'm unable to perform basic tasks. You have a printer head. Norm has a flesh head. That leaves us with nobody in our posse with a working phone head. To call Oliver, we'll have to hack into Dialtown's phone lines and...
I mean, I could just call him on my cell phone.
You can do that?
You know every single person in civilized society has one of these, right? I'm amused over the prospect that, like, people with phone heads also have cell phones.
Yes.
They just probably don't use them for calling.
Yeah, they probably use it for what literally everyone else uses a cell phone nowadays for. Internet access, portable computer, that kind of thing.
Well, I don't. Norm, you live in a shack and eat possum meat. I don't eat. F.
In fairness, possum is succulent and gamey. Which are things that I don't think actually are able to be congruent with each other. Truly a working man's delicacy.
We've made Norm cry again. I've seen you eat possums with tire marks on them, Phone Genji.
See?
Alright, let's just get you two lowered into a crate before I change my mind.
Karen, my ink-churning maiden.
I told you not to say that.
How can I ever make it up to you?
Never again referring to me as ink-churning maiden would be a wondrous start. Phone Genji refuses.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, that's just so funny. My God. Looking through binoculars.
Yes. You seeing this, bro?
Yeah, bro. Imagine wearing both a cowboy hat and a NASA suit at once. Talk about a wardrobe malfunction, am I right?
Yeah, and he's with Phone Genji.
Oh yeah, that too.
We should probably let the mayor know about this. I'm, for some reason, slipping into Norm again.
That's okay. Do I have to? Everyone's Norm now.
Everyone's Norm now. He's infected them all.
What if she yells at us?
If those two bozos find a way back into town, she'll do more than just yell at us, bro. Besides, if we manage to capture them, she might reward us. Where the fuck did my mobster voice go? Handsomely.
The handsome reward for my handsome bro.
Bro! Do you think she'd let us pick less clashing outfit? Do you think she'd let us pick a less clashing outfit for the Yeehaw Space Dude if we managed to capture him?
Nah, hell yeah, bro. Let's ask, and if she says yes, we'll actually try this time. There what? What happened to Big Gregma?
Oh my god, that was its name!
How on earth did they manage to pass my stationary and inanimate obstacle?
Well, from what we can deduce.
The Yeehaw Moon Man filled it with bullet holes and then it kind of just, exploded.
Yeah, that'll happen alright.
You know, as a seat warmer, you don't have to speak.
Cool. I won't speak unless I have something funny or epic to say then.
Okay, allow me to be more specific. As a seat warmer, you mustn't speak. Alright, now that I've silenced God, who could be smuggling our green friend back into town after a year of not being sighted? I know they couldn't have had any contact with any of our residents, with all phones in the city being bugged and all phone lines being tapped. How we got that into people's heads, I'm not sure. Who in town owes Phone Genji some kind of favor?
Well, can I get a voice that's not Norm? Well, the numbskull I hired to operate my ticket booth for a start.
Oh, please, Randy. He's no threat to us at all. He's Randy. Randy quite literally peaked at birth. Anyone else?
Big for my old Phone Genji money. That is still not the voice, but it's fine. Why am I stuck as
Right, the very same Bigfoot who's presently confined, no! To the inside of a cage whilst being examined by Theodore.
Oh God! I've seen those two chatting before.
Well, God's here warming up a seat, so it's unlikely that he's plotting to help Phone Genji.
It's true. I was here. Or I was there. It's obviously the Fez dude over the horror hovel, bozos. Alright. The green one appeared in that god-awful movie that the cinema premiered right before its closure.
Ah, of course. That cinematic travesty kept me up for a solid week.
You didn't have to watch it.
You watched it? Wait, Mingus came to the premiere?
Apparently.
Easily the worst experience I had last year, and that's saying something.
Hey, wait a second. Didn't your dad die last year?
It was more tolerable. I really didn't care for that movie, Billy.
At least you got to watch it. 18s only. Huh. Bozos wouldn't even let me loiter in the lobby during the premiere. This is a crime.
Right, because you would have done something asinine during the showing, like stuffing a bunch of lit firecrackers in one of the bathroom urinals.
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
They certainly did, Billy. You are very predictable. Yes, they did. Which is precisely why they made you leave. Look, I can't. You two, Stabby, Judy. Go retrieve the green one from the spook house at once. And remember to club them out cold before you drag them here, not after. It'll save you plenty of scratch marks during the sordid ordeal, I can assure you.
Bad idea, Mingus.
That's Mayor Mingus to you, runt.
Yeah, like that sounds any less ridiculous. He's being a dick again! Assert our dominance? Shush the boy!
Assert dominance. Oh, and like Little Billy is a particularly distinguished sounding title. Actually, now that I think to ask, why do we bother prefixing your name with little when you're the only Billy here.
Makes it easier to tell me apart from Colossal Billy.
From what now?
You heard me, Colossal Billy. Trust me, Mingus, he's a-comin'. And when he does, you'll all be sorry. If he's a dimension-invading demonic entity, he'll have to sign the usual immigration forms, just like everyone else that comes to this dimension, you know. Do you know how powerful this being is? You should be very, very afraid. Right, but he still has to fill out the forms just like everyone else. No exceptions. Come on, man. It's only a few pages. If he needs a nebula scale pen, maybe I could dig one up for him. Colossal Billy spits on your forms. Soon, you will know what it means to truly weep. Oh, yikes. He sounds like one nasty customer. Say, why are we hunting poor Phone Genji and not this fella?
And provoke it, are you nuts? No more ideas from you. You're being paid for your toasty keister, not your toasted brain. So, are we all ready to go, ma'am?
I wouldn't if ever use. They're inside a building and might have the place booby-trapped. Do you really want to risk them getting the drop on yous? I'm talking in child lobster accent. Oh, please, like they're smart enough to set a trap. The O fell for a green breakfast, for crying out loud. I don't know, I'd listen to the stunted one. His entire shtick is hiding behind corners and needlessly hurting people just before they can react. This sort of thing sounds like it'd be right up his alley.
We'll send little Billy in to disarm the traps.
Yeah.
What was that? Was that meant to be a pun? That doesn't work. Nobody so much as mentioned an alley.
I say we just walk on in and play it by ear. What's the worst that could happen?
Abel, I didn't become the mayor of Dialtown by half-rigging our elections. No half measures. We burn the cinema down. You two loiter around menacingly in the alley outside. Really, God? Reaching into the future for your joke material is unimaginably cheap.
I think it was pretty clever.
It tells us all that you aren't witty enough to quip about we're currently discussing.
If you had have said alley in the present and not in the future, I wouldn't have needed to do it at all.
Well, I was about to say it in the present.
Yeah, but how do we know that?
What do you think the future even is? You two venture forth to the aforementioned alley at once. Lest I take my feline rage out on you two decidedly less divine beings.
I'm gonna have to do the mobster voice, and I've been having an issue with it.
More easy, watch the bag, partner. If it tears, you won't live to remember what's underneath.
Olive Man! He's so much shorter than Norm!
Wow. Whoa, Karen really wasn't kidding. Can I touch your bag? An honest phone god cosmic yeehaw, man! Yo, Phone Genji, where did you even find this dude?
The woods.
Hey, Mr. Spaceman, can I can I, touch your head and junk?
Ah, the old feelaroo.
The old what now? Why, need I remind you that I'm armed, partner? Hey man, no beef. I didn't mean anything weird by that. I just think your style's bodacious is all. I really like touching flesh heads.
Yes.
Pardon me, partner? Your Astro Gunslinger shtick is real groovy. Immensely gnarly. Is this some kind of bit?
No, this is just Olive Man. This is normal for him. Also, is that a skeleton with 3D glasses on in the background?
And a phone head, yes. Why is he talking like that?
Like what? I hear nothing out of the normal.
Who in tarnation still says gnarly?
Who in tarnation says tarnation?
You say partner like every second sentence. Yes, obviously it's groovy.
He does, obviously. It's groovy.
Truly radical, yes. Figures. Of course, I couldn't have been lucky enough to completely bypass the late 60s. It figures that the decade found a way to assault my eardrums with its horrendous slang, even with me warping straight past the end of that horrendous decade. So, Karen gave me the basic rundown on what ended up going down between you and the mayor. Granted, she didn't explain herself all that well, on account of text having character limits and some parts were super unclear. What on earth is a big Gregma, anyhow?
I'm amused that Karen thought it important to mention Big Gregma.
I mean, to be fair, Karen probably tried to retail Oliver with the full story.
Yeah, probably. Oh, that! We found Big Bertha on the outskirts of town.
No kidding? How's the old girl doing?
Oh, Oliver.
As gnarly as can be, I'd hope.
Oh, Oliver.
I am so excited over the knowledge of what has happened to Big Bertha. If anything bad happened to her, I'd be heartbroken.
She's currently in several pieces, all of which are riddled with bullet holes. I'm sorry, Oliver, but she's gone.
What? She's...
Mayor Mingus combined her with the pieces of Greg and Madame Mediocre. It had an evil energy, so Norm had to shoot it.
You... I can't believe she's gone. Ah, shucks. Oh no, I've made the Fezd man cry. I apologize for shooting your projector to pieces. Just know I had to. Phone Genji was shrieking right in my ear. It's probably for the best. If she was suffering, she's free now. Man. This sure blows. Oh, right. The text also, left some of the overall context unclear. Did you really devour a poisoned, full English breakfast, croak, and then rise from your tomb cat carrier like some kind of green messiah?
It wouldn't be the first time that I died and came back to life.
No, there didn't.
Yes, I did. I rose from the ashes like a goddamn Phoenix.
Oh, please. You clearly didn't die during the ordeal. Wait, hang on. Were you green before you ate the breakfast?
Yeah, I've always been green. Ain't easy, man.
Then you definitely didn't die and start decomposing. You're just being dramatic. You're no green messiah, partner.
You don't have to be so mean.
I know, Norm. I'd argue differently. Phone Genji did wonders for me. In fact, they're the whole reason me and Mr. Dickens still have this place at all. Wait, they helped you too? Just like that printer lady?
You don't have to act so shocked.
You betcha. Phone Genji's the gnarliest goblin I've ever met. Oh, like you've met other goblins. I have. They're all relatives of Phone Genji, but...
You don't know Oliver, Norm. Take his word for it.
Oliver, I'm somewhat of a goblin myself.
If anyone find a way to crash into a goblin rave, it's Oliver. That's my boy.
You know, before this joint became Dialtown's biggest and only horror attraction, this place was a literal ghost town. And I have Phone Genji to thank for what it's become. They saved Mr. Dickens' dream, and there's nothing groovier than that. Huh. No kidding. Hang on a sec, what in tarnation did you mean by literal ghost town?
Oh, we mean literally ghosts. There are ghosts here.
Oh, our attraction's immensely haunted.
Oliver finally admits it. Actually, I think he admitted it.
Yeah. Actually, I think Phone Genji was just like, admit it.
Admit it.
Ridiculously so. Sure it is.
Wanna meet some?
I worked at NASA, partner, so I ain't the superstitious type. I'm a man of science, so I ain't foolish enough to believe in ghosts, ghouls, phantoms, nor specters, certainly not poltergeists.
Do you believe in Bigfoot out of curiosity? Because I know Bigfoot too.
Oh, nonsense. There ain't no such thing as Bigfoot.
What about apparitions? Do you believe in those?
I didn't till you appeared at my homestead and refused to budge a year or so ago. I'm sure that classifies you as an apparition.
Wait, don't apparitions leave ectoplasm though?
You sure do leave something. You excreted so much slime while standing on my land.
Oh yeah, I guess I did, didn't I?
You know, man, you're a pretty groovy dude. I'm sure the ghosts here would adore you. You know, I'm pretty sure one of them's a chick who died from cholera back in frontier times. You two could totally... I ain't from frontier times, partner. I warped here from the 1960s. I mean, ghosts aren't real anyhow, so... Hey, chill, dude. I'm not asking you to believe in places infested with, like, clowns or anything. I don't take you for that much of a sucker. You know, Fezzy, I've seen clowns with my very own eyes for, and you say I'm crazy. Up close. Look deep into one's eyes, for it honked its bulbous red nose at me.
Horrifying.
I saw hunger unlike any other in that beast's eyes. You're yanking my chain, you must be. You're telling me you saw a real live clown? Like, up close, and lived to tell the tale? As God as my witness, he's not here.
He's not here. He's at the mayor's. Warming a seat.
I was reared back before those multicolored fiends went the way of the dodo, remember? Are the old horror stories, the legends, true? Did they really bite people?
You okay?
A lot of back and forth between these two.
Yeah.
Norm just loves chatting with people.
Yes.
Or an antisocial shut-in. Of course they did. What sort of question is that? How do you sleep at night, knowing you were that close to a wretched honk man? Much more soundly now, knowing there's now at least 50 years between me and them. Whoa. That was an awesome story, Mr. Allen. Sergeant Norm Allen, U.S. Air Force. It's a fact most civilians don't know, but they pull astronauts from the Air Force.
Do they? I don't think that's correct.
Guess they figure if you can fly a plane, you're halfway there to flying a rocket. I was actually a recruit during the Korean War, which was the first war this great nation fought with our newly formed Air Force as a separate military branch. Fun fact.
Neat.
Whoa. I can't imagine the groovy things you've seen, the crazy stuff I could learn from you. Maybe one day you'll let me touch your flesh head. I could listen to you talk for hours, Sergeant Allen.
Hell yeah! Boys getting it on!
You know what? You're alright, kid. You seem more respectful than most of the folks I've encountered from this here town since I warped. That's for darn sure. Oh, Dialtown really isn't such a bad place. I mean, you get a few wet blankets and prudes, sure. Tell me about it. That mayor's the worst of them. I tell ya, I wouldn't bat an eyelash if someone were to spay the cat. Or better yet, add an ah and go for spray. Oh, a spritz from a water bottle. Groovy idea, Norm.
That teacher for misbehaving, all right.
I think rigging elections and exiling citizens simply for being different might be a little bit more extreme than just misbehaving.
I mean, rigging elections and bigotry are both incredibly naughty.
Okay, I guess I can't really argue with that. Your pal's right. Her crimes are unforgivable, and a simple slap on the wrist won't do no sorry. By spray, I meant her brains all over a wall, thanks to our good friend, Mr. Bullet.
I don't like Mr. Bullet.
Mr. Bullet isn't a fella I'd advise starting a tussle with, partner. 'Cause if you get in the way of what's coming to that effing cat, you might just end up getting caught in the crossfire. Norm, are you saying you're not... You couldn't be... Mayor Mingus dies tonight. By dawn, our kitty friend'll have been neutered and neutralized, kitty face.
But you said you were coming with me to see the look on her face when I returned.
I'm afraid I deceived you so you'd agree to my offer. I never would have gone to her on my own phone, Genji. Unlike you, I ain't got friends in this here town. Nobody to help smuggle me in. And likewise, without me, you would get yourself captured, maimed, or perhaps even more likely, stuck in a giant mousetrap before you reached the mayor. Actually, I would have run. to the next county.
Yeah.
Remember? This is a win-win for the both of us, you hear? I'll let you take care of your business, and I'll take care of mine, and wrap this whole thing up nice and clean. Sound good?
No, that does not sound good! What the fuck, man?
I've got a sign with Fogidgy here, Norm. This isn't right. You know this isn't right. Like hell this ain't right. She exiled both me and Fonginji just for looking different. And have you seen what she looks like? She's a hypocrite of the highest caliber, and she's made me out to be a monster. I can't just let it slide. Well, are you a monster, Norm? Excuse me? If your natural intuition's to ask a question that stupid, then I've sorely misjudged you, son. Answer the question. No. No, I am not a monster. Uh-huh. So why are you trying so hard to prove her right, then? Oliver, like Karen, is going for the throat.
Oliver doesn't go for the throat unless you get him to the point where he'll go for it. But he's at that point now.
Prove her right. Oliver, she's a pox on this here town. She's bleeding She's bleeding Dialtown dry. This town ain't never gonna change what's pinned under that darned cat's paw. I have to confront her. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not with us, you're against us. I'm not saying you shouldn't confront her, but I don't know. I say you should do it out in the open. Be the rational one out of the two of you. You know, murder is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Mayor Mingus.
Do you want me to take over one of the roles here?
Actually, why don't we just stop here?
Okay.
We're over time anyway, so. God, who knew that having to do so much talking to Norm to get him to, you know, be a better person would require so much talking to Norm.
We gotta convince him murder is not a good idea.
Yeah?
Alright, well, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, we'll see you then.